Super Mario Maker 2 comes out in June, and it's gonna be insane. Think about it, you'll be able to build and play Mario levels from anywhere with the Switch, and if you're going to bring your Switch everywhere, might as well protect it. You actually never know when an accident could happen. Today's sponsor, BagSmart, has just the right thing for you. This Switch carrying case is perfect to protect your console from damages. It is a hard case with a durable design to protect your console from scratches and drops, but the inside is what truly blew my mind. There's enough place for your Switch down there, and your screen will be protected at all time. The top pouch here can contain another set of Joy-Con, the straps, and your AC adapter. You can also store your game cartridges in those little pouches, and folding this will provide a little kickstand to play your Switch games directly from the case. You can get your Switch bag today for only 20 bucks, but wait a minute, if you use my promo code Nicobbq, you'll get 30% off your purchase. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description and do it now! And thanks again to BagSmart for sponsoring this video and supporting me as a creator. Alright, let's jump right into the video. Hey, I'm Nico, and here are 10 platforms that need to be in Super Mario Maker 2. So, I haven't posted a video about it yet, but there are new themes that I'd like to see get added to Super Mario Maker 2, and one of them is the Sky World. None of that airship stuff, you know, the real sky with clouds and everything. And you know what we need if we're having the sky theme? Bouncing Clouds platforms. These were first introduced in New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and basically they are little cloud platforms that you can bounce on. Let's be real, bouncing is fun, but the only bouncing opportunities we got in the original Super Mario Maker were from trampolines and note blocks, and look how lame it is. Here's what the bouncy cloud platform is capable of. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, you know, imagine having bouncing clouds combined with vertical levels. Oh man, that would be great. Mushroom platforms were a thing in the original Super Mario Maker, and that's okay, I guess. But a lot of mushroom platforms in Mario games have special abilities, and the one I truly want to see in Super Mario Maker 2 is the stretching mushroom platform. These pink colored mushrooms start off super small, and then they stretch to become very large, to then go back to becoming tiny, and so on. I guess you could say they are kinda like the stretching platforms in Super Mario World, but in a mushroom form. New Super Mario Bros. U showed us a great way of using those platforms to create a challenging course, adding stone spikes on top of it. But now, think about a level having those stretching platforms, as well as thwomps, hammer bros, and other annoying hazards. This would be very intense and very nice. Super Mario World had a couple of platforms that never really came back after the game, and one of them is the timed platform. This platform was only used in a couple of stages, but basically it is a simple floating platform with a number on it. Once Mario touches the platform, it starts to move and the number turns into a countdown, and once it hits 0, the platform crashes and falls down. I think this type of platform would be a great thing to add in Super Mario Maker 2. Sure, you can kinda do the same effect by placing a platform on a rail with no end, but it doesn't have the little stressful countdown number, and I think we need that. So we just added a platform with a number on it. How about we just add another one right away? You see, the countdown platform ain't the only one that can do that trick. There's also the enemy platform from the new Super Mario Bros. Series. It doesn't have an official name, so I call it that, but basically it was seen in the Magma River Cruise level, and it shows you how many enemies can fit on the platform before it stops moving, forcing you to defeat those enemies. It was also present in the form of an elevator in the Red Hot Elevator Ride level, with basically the same functionalities. So here's my thought. I think it would be great to be able to add a maximum passengers functionality on existing platforms from the Mario universe in Mario Maker 2. Like, you'd place a platform on a railing, and then you could tap it and set the maximum number of people on that platform, so it would stop moving once the limit has been reached, allowing us to create more memorable and difficult levels. It's time we talk about pipes in Super Mario Maker. First off, why can I change the color of the mushroom platforms by shaking them, but I can't do the same with pipes? What's up with that? And why can I place them horizontally or vertically, but not diagonally? I mean, diagonal pipes have existed in Mario games before, but really though, why can't I make them pipe cannons? Those pipes that allow you to enter them, but they instantly shoot you right back out of them. Those are freaking nice, and they allow you to reach new areas, and I think that would be pretty cool to have them in Mario Maker too. Basically, in my book, a pipe is a platform that Mario walks on, so let's extend the options we have with those for the sequel, alright? Most of the platforms in Super Mario Maker are either simply not moving at all, or they're placed on a set rail path and following that path. That is boring. Let me control where the platform is going as Mario, please. And turns out there have been many platforms that allowed us to do that in lots of Mario games before. Mario Bros 3 had these arrow platforms that would create a shadow moving in the direction of that arrow, but there was also this variation which Mario could control by jumping on it, so he could move up, move left, move right. It was simple. There was also this big platform in New Super Mario Bros. DS which allowed you to control which way you went by moving on the platform itself. And then there were those moving platforms in New Super Mario Bros. U which only move once you touch them. I don't care which version you add, Nintendo, just add one moving platform, please. Stretching mushroom platforms are cool and everything, but the real deal has to be the twisting mushroom platform. Basically, these platforms tilt left and right, forcing you to move to avoid falling down. And World 3-2 from New Super Mario Bros. DS is a level that shows us how this mushroom can make for a stressful level. The mushroom is moving right, but it is tilting left and right at the same time. Now this could be easily achieved by placing those new tilting mushrooms on a rail. The trailer for Mario Maker 2 showed us this scene here in which we see a tilting platform. So this is proof that we could see tilting elements in that sequel. So come on, the tilting mushroom is the perfect platform to add right now, Nintendo. Alright, this next one might be a little bit weird, but I'd like to see living platforms being added to the game. What do I mean by living platforms? Well, for example, those Jumbo Rays from New Super Mario Bros. Wii, or the Big Wiggler from New Super Mario Bros. DS, maybe even the whales in Super Mario Bros. 2, or even simply Dory from New Super Mario Bros. DS. Basically, I'd like my levels to feel more alive and more original, and therefore I would love to see levels featuring those living creatures. Sure, we could make some levels with those para-beetles in the first Mario Maker, but wouldn't you like to see more of those levels? I mean, living creatures are moving and are unpredictable, and a normal platform isn't moving and is very predictable, therefore proving my point that living platforms would be very welcomed. This next platform has been included in so many Mario games, but it wasn't in Super Mario Maker, and that just doesn't make any sense to me. Remember the scale lifts in World 3-3 of the original Super Mario Bros. Game? I'm talking about those platforms that would go down when Mario was standing on them, thus making the opposite platform go up like a scale. These platforms are so cool. They made a comeback in Super Mario World, this time being more shaped like a mushroom, but you know, they do the same thing. They were in all of the new Super Mario Bros. Games too, and the Wii version even had this one level where the enemies could tip the scale, and I think this mechanic would be so great to have to create our levels in Super Mario Maker 2. You could even have levels where you'd have to get rid of the enemies before they tip the scale, or else the lift would fall off and you'd be done for. That would be great, right? Finally, there's one more platform that I feel needs to be added to the game. It is the paddle wheel, or as I like to call it, the bicycle platform. Basically, this platform has appeared in many shapes over the year, but it's usually made out of 3 or 4 platforms, all attached to a middle block, and they either move automatically or in a circle, or you sometimes have to jump on them to make them move in advance. This group of platforms has also been used to create the bus Reznor from Mario World and New Super Mario Bros. 2. So these platforms could be used to create some very difficult levels full of flying enemies, and you'd have to time your jumps in order to dodge them and make your way to the end of the level. Or the platforms could also be filled with enemies like the Hammer Bros, and you'd have to find a way to get rid of them before boarding the paddle wheel yourself. I think this platform needs to be there for sure. Hey guys, thanks a lot for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell if you don't want to miss a single video, and you could consider giving it a like if you enjoyed it. If you want your name in the credit like those guys right there, consider joining the BBQ team. It helps support the show and allows me to make these videos every week. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one.